We're now going to look at the graph of another ellipse. We have the equation 4x squared plus y squared equals 16. What we want to do first is put this equation in the standard form of an ellipse. We do that by dividing both sides of the equation by 16. So 4x squared divided by 16 is x squared over 4. Then y squared divided by 16 equals 1. Now you should see that the equation is of the form x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared equals 1. Remember, a is always going to be found from the larger denominator. So here I have that the y squared term has the larger denominator. For that reason, the major axis in this problem is the y-axis. So your major axis is the y-axis. The center of the ellipse is the origin, 0, 0. I have that a squared is 16, which means that a is plus or minus 4. Because my major axis is the y-axis, my vertices are going to be a equals 4 units above and below the center. So my vertices are at 0, negative 4 and 0, 4. I now will use the fact that a squared is 16 and b squared is 4 to find the value of c. C squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. So that gives me that c squared is equal to 16 minus 4. So c squared is equal to 12. Let me slide this paper up so I don't go off the screen on you. So we have that c squared is equal to 12. If c squared is equal to 12, then c is going to be equal to plus or minus the square root of 12, which is plus or minus 2 root 3. Because the major axis is the y-axis, I know that my foci are going to lie 2 root 3 units above and below the center. So my foci are at 0, negative 2 root 3 and 0, 2 root 3. We're now going to use all this information to obtain the graph of the ellipse. We have that the vertices are at 0, 4 and 0, negative 4. My foci at 0, negative 2 root 3 and 0, 2 root 3. And then recall we said that because the major axis is the y-axis, we can then plot points b equals 2 units left and right of the center to obtain these 2 points, and then you trace in the graph of the ellipse.